Hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Hinterland, our survival challenge. As you can see, there's not a heck of a lot happening here. Well, the chaff is slowly fermenting about a third of the way. And there's nothing to plant. So, well, I mean, we could plant some poplar if we really wanted to, but that's not what I'm interested in. So yeah, there's nothing to plant. It's end of harvest season, and we're heading into winter. Cold winter. And we haven't got anything apart from our garden, our open air garden, to keep us afloat, and our silage when that's done too. But that's probably not going to be done till next month. So all I'm going to be doing today is ploughing this field. It's all I can do really is plough or mow. And so I did mowing in the last episode, and we've got nowhere to chuck the chaff anyway, so we're going to have to plough. As you can see, our bank account is looking pretty bad. We're really struggling here. We're not having the best of luck. Perhaps I'm making some bad decisions, but we will get the ball rolling. Like I said, we're just going to be ploughing this field today, and I want to try and make it as straight as possible, but I know I'm going to give up after the first little crooked line, because there's such a little plough here, and this ground's not exactly even either. But yeah, so pretty much all I'm going to do is go through and plough up this field, and I'll come through and tidy up anything that's missing afterwards, as usual. But if we can at least get this field ploughed today and maybe limed, we'll be on our way to having a nice grass field next year, which means much better silage than what we've been getting. So again, it's just a boring job of ploughing. It's not very fast at 12 k's an hour. Not exactly thrilled with this field. It is a bit uneven in that, and I'm not about to go and change all the landscaping, because I'll end up making it look like a crater from the moon. But yeah, all I can do is just plough it. I guess it doesn't have to be a straight field or anything like that, but I'm just worried about some of the bumps and hilly bits, like here for example. You can see it kind of rises and then goes down on an angle, but we're alright there with the plough, so that's working good. But I haven't really got any forward plans for this episode apart from ploughing and maybe liming this field. Like I said earlier, there's nothing much to do in this episode. It's winter. We're coming into December after this one, so excuse me. And we would have been here 5 or 6 months come December, so I'm not sure if this is really progress or this is just a scary situation for me. The struggle is real, that's for sure. But we haven't even got any animals. I did want to get some chickens when I first started, but I haven't even done that yet. And I think we're going to struggle to get anything down until after harvesting. That silage will come in handy. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold, and I suffer from asthma, so that's been affected at the moment. But yeah, our silage is really our only money maker at the moment. Maybe our crops in the field. As you can see, we just missed a bunch back there because of the hill. So this could be a bit of a problem, this field. Yeah, it could be a very big problem. Not going to plough. I may have to invest in a better plough, maybe. Maybe one that pulls right behind instead of on an angle, but then again, I don't have the horsepower for that kind of equipment, do I? So we're going to struggle regardless. I mean, the plough's not worth much. I wouldn't even sell that. You'd probably only get $1,000 for it if you're lucky. So I won't be doing that. But yeah, it's not even ploughing on that little ridge there. I need to do some landscaping, but I'm not a pro at that, so let's see if I can get stuck into some of this. And I'll return in a bit. So we literally spent 3 minutes going around the field, and there's a lot of mysterious because of the bumps and everything. So it's a bit of a tough time, this one. This field's going to be a lot of stress and a lot of hard work. But yeah, it's just quite patchy where I've ploughed it, so I'm not entirely happy with it. We're going to have to landscape it, I think. Not my favourite job, but we'll try it. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Oh, hang on, who's this? Hello? Yes? Yes, this is him. Oh, you're kidding me. What happened to him? He came off his tractor. Oh god, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks a lot, thanks. I'll get in touch with them. Oh gosh, I hope my brother's okay. Yeah, so I've just spent the last, well, roughly about an hour on the phone talking to my family overseas. My brother's come off his tractor and he's in a coma at the moment. And the only one left running the farm overseas is my mother. She's in her 70s, so yes, it's an old family farm overseas, so I really don't know what to do. I've spoken to my mother and they really need me over there because the farm's gone to pack. My brother's laid up in hospital. My mum's not capable of running it, and she can't get any workers to help. They've lost all their animal stock. Their crops are wilting. So we have to head off down to the shop to see if we can find a buyer. I really wanted to harvest this field, but I've got to head overseas and help my family out. This is terrible news. He came off his tractor on his farm. They have a farm in Europe. And yeah, he came off and crushed by the tractor. He's in hospital, laid up in a coma. Mum's trying to run the property by herself, but she's in her 70s and there's no one around to help her. So, oh god, I haven't even got enough money to get a ticket over there yet. So I'm going to have to go down to the shop and see if I can talk to the shop owner and see if he knows anyone who's interested in purchasing some land and machinery, because I've got to get out of here quick. I've got to leave like right now. Oh god, so we'll head up to the shop, go and talk to the shop owner, and yeah, oh my god, I'm just beside myself. This is terrible news. My brother, he's my older brother, the oldest of the two of us. He took over the farm in Europe from my dad when he passed last year, so now he's come off his tractor and he's in a coma. Oh god. And poor mum's beside herself. She doesn't know what to do. People are coming in and taking the animals. They've died of sickness and crops are wilting. There's been no food, so they got fined by, well, whoever, animal rights or whatever it is. So we got to talk to the shop owner, see if he can put us in touch with maybe a land developer who wants our land or something, and we'll sell everything as is, where is, and take what we can get pretty much. And I need at least about 100 grand, so we'll talk to this chap and he'll put me on to the right people hopefully, and make some phone calls, and yeah, hopefully we can get in touch with someone who wants to buy everything. So I've been on and off the phone for the last hour, and yep, we've got a sale. We've got a man who's trying to get the funds together to sort that out now. Said he may send the money for the machinery now, which will only be about $50,000-$60,000 he offered me, and then he'll transfer the budget for the farm after that. Oh god, yeah, we've got a bit of, yeah. So I've got the farm sold. I'm just waiting to you sort the finer details out, I guess, with the landowner. Then I've got to buy a passage from the ship here. I've got to take that to the airport, and then from the airport I've got to fly over to Europe, to another part of Europe, and see what's going on with my brother. So that's going to take a while. So I'll get that sorted and I'll see you in a bit. See you when I get there. Yes, thank you, Father. I do appreciate you looking after my family and filling me in on what's happened and helping them out where you can. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Right, so I'm just here at the church in the local town where my family are. It's middle of winter. snowing. The priest here has been really good. He's been helping my mum out, helping take her to the hospital to check on my brother, and really doing all he can just to help comfort her. But there's the old town Erlengrat that way, if you remember Erlengrat. But we're in Erlengrin. Yeah, so gosh, I parked my car down here. It's so cold out here, jeez. But as you can see, we did end up selling the farm and the equipment. By the time I paid for land taxes, or the flight insurance and all that kind of stuff, I'm left, and I had to pay some medical bills for my brother to catch up, so I'm left with about $90,000. But that's okay. We'll go for a cruise and we will go back to the farm, and I'll show you around and what's going on the farm there. It's not looking good at all. I've been here for a couple of weeks now. Well, a few weeks, I guess 3 weeks now, if that. And yeah, just trying to get familiar with the area. Been in and out of hospital, checking on my brother, paying his medical bills, paying some of the fines, obviously, that the farm got hit with, because, well, yeah, apparently animal rights weren't too happy with what was going on with the animals on their farm. Well, it's to no real fault. Basically, my brother had the accident and he couldn't do the work. The fields wilted, the cows and sheep, they starved, and got taken off them. And they got hit with a big fine, which is why I'm down to less than $100,000 now. I did have $140,000 when I left Hinterland, sorry. But I'm just trying to find my way back to the farm. Where are we? Oh, I've got to turn around. I'm going the wrong way. Whoops. But yeah, it's been snowing for the last week, pretty much. It's, you know, it's cold. It's been freezing here, and we've got to get some work done on the farm, because there's no food for there's no animals at all. Everything's empty. The only field with anything left on it is the grass field, I believe. The grain field has depleted, it's wilted. So yeah, we've got to, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? We are this way, I thought so. Anyway, dirt road up to the house. Is it this way, is it? So there we are. Yep. Found it now, sorry about that. This is the old family farm, way back at my great-granddaddy. Oh, great-granddaddy, he started this one. Yeah, he ran this farm way back in the days. He started it up, but he's obviously no longer around, and well, it's up to me and my brother. But seeing as my brother's laid up in hospital, I guess I'm the man of the family now, and I've got to try and sort this farm out. But yeah, this is our farm, our house. It's quite a nice house, built by my great-granddaddy's bare hands, that one. And we've got a lot here. We've got the hayloft here. We've got quite a few sheds, and this is the cow barn, I think. Yeah, we've got a cow barn there, and we've got an open pasture for cows outside that we can put them in as well, although in the winter that's probably not a great idea. And we've got our slurry tank system, and there's the open pasture where we can put some cows in if we wanted to. Well, there used to be roaming with dozens of cows in there, but obviously it's empty now because the animal rights, whoever it is, I don't know exactly, came in and just ripped them out of there because they weren't being fed. So yeah, we're really down on our luck on this farm. We've got to get this one up and running. We've got like $90,000. Mum's got no money that she can lend me, so I don't know what we're going to do. I've just got to jump out there and get everything done. Excuse me. We might have might be able to get some local workers around town to give me a hand later. But we've just got to figure out what needs to be done and what's where on the farm. But we can't get out that way. It's quite a labyrinth. We'll jump the fence, just like back in the young days. Ugh. Yeah, we got this grass field here, which is the only field worth anything at the moment. Ready to harvest grass. It's not going to be the greatest harvest. But what I'm thinking we're gonna do, we're definitely gonna mow it all, and I think we'll turn half of it into hay and half of it into grass, so we can get some animals delivered and get back on track with our livestock. So I'll chuck the half grass in there and half the hay in the cow barn, and we'll see if I can't get someone to order some animals for us and deliver them. And we can get back on track. We'll get some, because we can get some lambs in there. But yeah, so Hinterland's gone. I sold that up. To my understanding, the person who purchased the property is going to develop it into, well, it's going to be all real estate around there now. Real estate and shops, but yeah, and here's our oats field. It's wilted, withered. There's nothing to do with that. We're going to have to, we'll have to cultivate that down and plough that into the ground maybe. But that's for once the snow settles. We're not going to go out and do any ploughing or cultivating in the snow. But we will sort that field out. I'm going to have to put some, we'll probably go back to putting some oats down again. That's what works there. Yeah, where are we? Yeah, but we can't put oats down till March, so we really don't have much to do from now till March, apart from mow this grass and tend to the animals. So maybe I can see if some of the other local farmers around need some help next year, and I can jump out on their fields and help them for a bit of payment to help our bank account. But now we are going to get stuck into that grass field because it needs to be mowed. We need to get some food, and we need to get some animals in there ASAP. Get this farm back up and running for what it was known for, its cows and sheep. So apparently we do have some greenhouses on the other side of town, but I'm not too worried about them. I will go and investigate them another time. There's our tools, and it looks like our grass and hay gears there. Don't got the greatest setup. We got what we need basically, I think. Yeah, so this is the farm, like I said. This will be the, oh, that's the sheep pen. Yeah, the sheep barn. So we're gonna get some lambs in here. Hopefully, once I can mow that grass and put some grass in here, then I'll get some lambs delivered. And I'll do the same with the cows. I'll get some hay put in there, and I'll get some calves delivered. And we'll go from there. I guess we can't spend too much money on animals, so getting the baby animals is probably the cheapest option. If we can find any calves this time of the season, calves and lambs, hopefully we can. So yeah, we better get stuck in eventually, because I'm walking around the yard, but we'll find the mower. We'll find the mower. We know where the tedder and windrow are, it's right there. If we can find the mower, and when a forage wagon as well, I believe, because I don't believe we've got any baling equipment. Let's just have a look here. So we've got the mower, there it is. Seed and spreader. Okay, so we'll get the mower and hook that up and get out there and try and get some of this grass mowed. It's 10 AM already. Yeah, so let's get cracking. It's bloody cold. I want to get this done so I can get out of the cold and back near the fire in the house. Mum's at the hospital with my brother, and the priest has taken her up there, I should say. So I'm on the farm all by myself, and I told her I'd make sure that grass gets cut and I'd get everything underway. We are going to hire someone to give us a hand at some stage. I'll get started, but we do have a harvester, which is good. I can get it lost in this yard. Gosh, it's like a maze around here. I must say that this is a beautiful map already. I'm already liking it. But yeah, so we're over here now. We've left Hinterland. With what was happening to my brother, I had to get over here and I had to sell up. To be honest, I was not enjoying myself in Hinterland. So this may be, as morbid as it sounds, some kind of blessing. But it is what it is. We're here. We're running this farm. We're going to mow this grass in the snow. Yep. Probably not ideal, but we'll get that done. Sorry about that. What happened there? Kind of had a bit of jumping and lagging issues with that. Anyway, we will mow this field. I'll get some headlands done first, and then I'll probably chuck a worker on and Go and grab the other tractor. I think we've got another one, and hook the tedder up, and we'll start making some hay. Like I say, we'll do half hay, half grass. Put that in the barns and get some animals in, and that'll probably be us for the day. But yeah, so like I was saying, Hinterland is finished. We sold all that up. It's gone. It's been turned into some real estate development for apartments and such, so that's interesting. We'll have to take a flight over there one day and check it out, but that won't be for a while. We're going to be stuck on this farm in Hinterland doing this for the family. But yeah, it is rather sad. Mum's beside herself. She doesn't want to lose this farm. It's been in her family, well, for decades, for generations now. For at least 3 generations it's been in her family. I guess this would make it 4 or 5 now. But yeah, so yeah, she's beside us. She doesn't want to lose it, and we're not going to let her lose it. We're not going to. That's why I sold everything I had at Hinterland just to get here. But there's no real plans. We mainly focus on this farm's mainly focused on cows and sheep. But that's okay. We can still focus on that. We're gonna just have to make do with what we've got. I don't know if we're going to be doing any silage for the cows or TMR. Not just yet. I haven't. But we do have a bunker somewhere. I'll have to look around the property, and gosh, I just hope my brother wakes up soon, because he's still unconscious in a coma. He's not waking up, so I can't get any information about the farm from him. And he was really the only one working on the property by himself. So, what do you do? All I can do is mow this grass and hope I'm doing the right thing. I guess I am, because we do need animals. So we'll chuck half and half in the barns and get on with it that way. It's an odd place to put a little building, isn't it? But fair enough. So yeah, I'm not this cold weather though. Jeez, I tell you, I just want to get this grass done and get inside. But it's going to take a while, because we still got to mow and windrow and tedder and everything, and then collect, and then feed the animals, then buy some animals and hope that someone can deliver them on this cold wintry day. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll get stuck into all of this, and I'll see you when we're done. Alright, so that's that field done. Just topping up the cow barn with hay, and then I'll purchase some cows for that. Like I said, we're doing half and half. Half hay for the cows, half grass for the sheep, or lambs and calves I should say. The buy point's around the other side, isn't it? We'll do that after. We've got to collect the rest of this grass. We're not doing too bad, 11 o'clock in the morning, but it is cold, and I'd like to get some animals bought and fed. And yeah, we're doing alright, we're doing okay. It's a pretty easy field to do. Much easier with a helper, so thanks to the neighbour who popped over and mowed the grass for me. It's much appreciated. But yeah, now we've got to collect up the, I think it's just grass left now. Done all the hay. So we'll pick up this grass and we'll get that to the sheep, which is just over there. And then we can buy some animals. And then we're on our way. We've got our farm back up and running, kind of. At least we've got stock. It's going to take a while for them to grow, because I'm not buying fully grown livestock. I'm going to buy some calves and start from scratch with them. That's the best way. And then we can have our own little herd going. But yeah, so we've got all this grass to pick up and then feed the lambs. So we did pretty good. Annoying though, the workers seem to do like 2 or 3 strips and then they'll say they finished the job. I'm not sure if that's a millennial thing, or if it's if that actually happens to farm workers, where they do a little bit of the work and say, oh no, I'm finished. That's not the contract I signed you up to, buddy. So kind of annoying, but I guess that's the AI workers for you. But yep, just these 2 lines to go. Easily enough room in this trailer for it. Heaps of room. I think it's must be a rather big, a good quarter of the way. Yeah, it must be like 20 odd thousand litres in here that this can hold, so that's pretty good. Because we're a third of the way and we've already got 9,000 litres in there, so that's pretty decent. I like that. So it's a decent little pickup trailer, or forage wagon I should say. I'm getting myself in a bit of a knot here, trying to get this last little strip. I could go around and clean up and get a bit of extra grass, I guess, that we've left behind. We're not going to do anything else to this field till the snow's gone. It'll need fertilizing and liming, obviously, but yeah, so we're doing alright, we're doing okay. I'm not going to complain. We got this done with the help of a neighbour, and we got about 13,000 litres of grass for the lambs that we're going to get. Just try and pick up these little bits and get this done. You can see the worker left a little strip there, but that's okay. There's a bit of loose bits up here. I mean, it's not too much. It's probably not going to make a huge difference, but we might as well pick up what we can. Try not to leave too much, I suppose. Yeah, we don't need to be too fussy, but we'll get this over to to the sheep pen. Or barn, no, sorry, what do they call it? The sheep barn? Yeah. Oopsie, sorry about that. So yeah, we'll get this to the sheep barn and then we can buy some animals, and that'll probably be it for this episode. Been a pretty good one actually, got stuck into it with the equipment we had, no complaints. Yeah. Get these animals in so we can get our farm up and running again, and in the next episode we're going to have to look for some work so that we can fund some materials we're going to need. As you can see, I spent a bit of money on hiring a worker to mow the grass. It cost a little bit, I think it was like $300 to get the neighbour to mow the lawns. Expensive rates around here, but that's all gone. I guess we can't fit any more grass in there, that's the limit. That's okay. We can't, where are we going to buy these animals? Hang on, bear with me, it is late at night while I'm playing this. I have been playing for a while. There we go. So we're just going to get the lambs. I'm just going to get white lambs, Landress of Bentham, I guess that says, I can't quite read. Yep, Bentham. Never heard of them, but anyway, I'm not a farmer, so just that 10 of those. We'll get 10 lambs for $2,000 odd. And we got some little lammies, yay! So they'll be fed for a little while. They've got about 13,000 litres of grass there. Let's hope they don't go through that too fast. And we've got to go find the cow barn now and sort that out. I'm pretty sure it's just down this other side, the other entrance. There's a bit of a labyrinth, this farm. The two entrances I get confused with all the time. But yeah, I'll feed the cows and get some cows in, and that'll be us. So the next time you join us, we'll have cows and everything, and I hope to see you then. Thank you.